Hey everyone, welcome back to the Pseudo Sage. Today I want to talk about a topic that is very near and dear to my heart, and that has to do with following your passion in life, following your purpose. Now, how do we find out or figure out what our purpose is? I think that is the most interesting and fun part of life is learning and following your intuition and the clues and the evidence that life leaves behind to open yourself up to something greater. Because we always have certain things that we're drawn to or certain things that we enjoy doing, but whether or not we allow ourselves to fully indulge in those things is a totally different story, depending on the messages that we receive from our family, from the people around us, whether or not they encourage us to follow our dreams, follow our passions, do the things that we like to do, or do they instill fear in us and talk us out of doing the things that are important. I want to talk about the significance of actually opening up and allowing yourself to follow those clues. And sometimes it can be tough because there's this tug of war between practicality and responsibility. And then on the other hand, you have purpose and passion and the things that you like to do. But we're taught that you have to be practical, you have to be reasonable, you have to stay inside of these lines, inside of this box in order to live your life safely and to do the things that you need to do or get done. And I agree, there are things that we do need to get done. There are certain responsibilities and things that life calls us to take care of and to be aware of. And it's very important that we are ahead of the ball, ahead of the game, and we know what those things are and we handle them as they come up. But that doesn't mean that they are exclusive of one another. Being responsible and handling life's necessities does not mean that you can't at the same time live a life that you enjoy, live a life of passion. I see so many people stuck in jobs or staying in jobs that they're unhappy with, and I don't understand why, when there's just so many different possibilities, so many different opportunities and options out there. The question is, are they going to choose to see it? Are they going to choose to allow their mind to open up to something greater? Or have they talked themselves down so small that they don't see anything beyond their current circumstances? And I really believe that that's what happens is people around us, they have good intentions. They want to keep us safe. They want to help. Tell us that we need to do the thing that is not necessarily the most fulfilling, not necessarily the thing we enjoy, but it's the thing that pays the bills. It gets things done. And we don't even realize how much we talk each other out of things. I had to sit back and realize that too many times I was allowing people to talk me out of following my dreams. And I was in a rut. I was in a dead end in my life doing the things that I thought I was supposed to do, but I was thinking like, this does not feel satisfying to me. And I think with me, it really struck a chord because I experienced death really, really early, really young when I was 14, experiencing the loss of my mother. Now, trauma in and of itself can really cause us to have an awakening. It can really speed up the awakening process for us because all of a sudden the world that we've known for so long is falling apart and the structures and the old things that we've known to be reality are now being questioned. And so when I had my whole world falling apart at 14, it really gave me another perspective on life. And I realized how fragile life is. And I realized how valuable it is and how we waste so much time sometimes just being unhappy. And I made a decision with myself that I was going to pursue my life's purpose, that I wasn't going to waste my life. And now it's been a difficult journey because I did not come from an environment, I did not come from a place where it's encouraged to, follow your dreams and to take risks and to do that and find creative ways. I come from a very practical minded family, very practical, just environment that I was in. You always want to make sure you're doing the right thing, make sure that you're handling your business. And the idea of going off of the beaten path and doing something different is just not, just unheard of. And so me finally learning how to trust my voice was so important. Me realizing, having experience after experience, doing psychedelics, having spiritual experiences, meditating, self-reflecting, And just being very attuned to the more subtle energies of life, I realized like that's the only path I can take. I can't take a different path. And the more I try to go down a path that's not meant for me, things just always seem to fall apart, and I'm always right back where I started. And it's like, okay, well, are you going to get it right this time? Are you going to follow your passion? Are you going to follow your intuition? Are you going to follow the signs where life is taking you? And so I just want to share the importance of that. If you are in a space where you're trying to decide what to do with your life, think about what excites you. It's okay to go after that. Sometimes we need somebody to tell us it's okay to do what excites you, to do what makes you happy, to pursue those things. You're not being irresponsible. That's what the program tells us. You're not being foolish. You're not, all those things we tell ourselves. You have permission to explore and go down this path. So yeah, that's all I want to say. Thank you for tuning into this video. Please make sure to leave a comment down below. Let me know your thoughts. Make sure you like the video and subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so already. And I will see you in the next video. Peace.